Hey everyone, I just wanted to mention a couple of disclaimers before we get into the saddle fitting part. Um, I have like zero blogger skills. I've never been good at like talking to myself or even in public or anything, so just bear with me. It's also like 107 degrees outside right now. I live in Texas, so it's like miserable. So if I look like a hot mess, sorry. Secondly is this is not like paid or anything like that. I really think that HIDALGO is doing a great thing with these saddles. I really believe in horse welfare. That's super important to me. And I was very kindly sent this saddle to try for free. I'm going to try and market it in my area, and the goal is to help sell it. So it is for sale. This exact saddle that I have is for sale. And if you're in the Texas area, please reach out to me if you're interested. I'd be happy to show it to you in person. Third, I train with positive reinforcement. So you'll see me with a treat pouch. And if you have any questions regarding that, I'm happy to answer them. But this is how me and her communicate. It works well for us. So if you see me randomly giving her treats, it's not random. I swear there's a reason behind it. But yeah, that's what that's about. So yeah, I guess let's get started. So I'm gonna try and keep her in frame here the best I can. She's 4, so she moves around a lot. So we're just gonna work with her. No big deal. So I'm just gonna let her see it. It's a new saddle to her. I always like to do everything a little slow, let her check it out. She's a very curious horse, so I just want her to know, hey, this is here. Move it around a little bit. She's gonna try and untie her lead rope, which she's pretty good at. All right, and then this, to me, she knows how to present herself for mounting, so this kind of tells me that she's ready. So we'll just go ahead and we'll just see kind of how this does. And then, so what I'm looking for here is her shoulders. So she's a gaited horse, so she's got pretty sloping shoulders. And we want to make sure that we give her a lot of room. So this is a good 3 fingers here that I can feel. So we'll kind of move it back just a little bit. I kind of want to also pay attention where my girth is falling. I don't want it to be too far behind her natural girth groove here. And then I'm going to take a look at the panels here. All of them seem to be fitting really nicely along her back. We'll check her trapezius, that's very important. So here, and it's completely avoiding the trapezius here. Now what I might do, just because she's a smaller horse, is I might kind of narrow the panels just a little bit. There's like a solid 4 or 5 fingers right now. I'll show you that. My fingers are pretty small, so there's a lot of room here. So I want to make sure that I'm getting her weight bearing muscles and not more. So I may adjust these a little bit narrower, but for now I'll try it like it is and see how that goes. So again, we'll just slide that. I'm going to give her a nice solid 3 to 4 fingers here, especially because she's a gaited breed. I want her to have nice movement for her shoulders. And then as far as how level it's sitting, this looks good to me. This is a hybrid saddle, so it's kind of in between a Spanish and an English saddle. So I don't want it to be too risen here. So this looks good. And then I know as we ride in it, it's gonna change. It's probably gonna sink here a little bit. So of course with these saddles, you just adjust as you go. So I think this will be fine to start with. Just checking back here. Again, I might bring the panels a little bit closer together, but I think for now they're not gonna hurt anything. And then you can kind of see here, she's got lots of room here. Lots of room, and see, she knows it. So there's lots of room here for her to move, which is good. Okay. So I think that's pretty good. Huh, what do you think? Yes, you're being a good model. Okay, you guys, and a reminder from Tiffany, make sure you check your girth. It was definitely loose when I got on. Thank you for the reminder. Okay, so right off the bat, I still have lots and lots and lots of space here. Everything is nice and flexible, of course. The whole thing is leather. Lots of space for her shoulders to move, and she seems pretty chill. Of course, eating the grass. Okay, well, let's go. So we just went on a little ride. The first part of it, I wanted to be fully paying attention to her because she's a young horse. But now the dinner train is here, so we're gonna go back and get some food. First thoughts are, wow, I feel super stable, and I can tell that this saddle is going to be really nice to trot in, which is something I kind of struggle with. I kind of struggle with keeping my balance in the trot. I really just need to work at it more. But having a young horse, you spend a lot of time on slower things, so I just don't get a lot of opportunity. The other thing I can say is that I do think the Porto runs a little small. I still feel really comfortable. Oh, she sees the babies. I feel really comfortable in it still. I can ride in a 16.5, but I do ride mostly in a 17. So I'll kind of show you where I'm at in it, and I could probably lower my stirrups another hole. I just kind of threw them on and just went with wherever they were, which feels fine. But I could lower them to kind of fit my knee blocks a little better. Oh, be nice. Oh, be nice. Goodness. Let's go. So here's where I am. I have a little bit of room in the front, and as I said, I could lower my stirrups one more hole and around the back. So I feel pretty good. But yeah, I would say that my honest opinion is the Porto does run a tiny bit smaller than your typical seat size. This is a 17, but I would say it probably feels more like a 16.5. And I'm really annoyed because I'm a little bit off balance here, which is another habit that I have. So I'm going to readjust a little bit. That's a little better. And now it's dinner time, so we're going to let her go back and get some food. But yeah, so far, wow, I really like it. It's super comfortable, and like I said, I'm super excited to try some more trot work with her because we need to work more on that, and I think the saddle is really going to help because I feel super stable in a posting position. So yeah, super exciting.